So you want to run Windows apps on Linux without dual boot or heavy virtual machines? Today I'll show you how to install Winboard on your CachyOS system step by step in the easiest way possible. So let's get started. Hello everyone, the Indian Pengu here. So today we'll be seeing how to install the Winboard on your CachyOS Linux system. So currently I'm on the Winboard website itself, run Windows apps on Linux. So hey there, Pengu. And here you can see multiple features which are available on the Winboard website itself, which we will see later in our installation steps as well. So it has a beautiful and elegant interface. We can install the Windows in a automated way, and also we can run any app which runs on Windows and which will be running inside this Windows container. And also you can seamlessly integrate your file system of your local Linux machine to the Windows container. And also there are multiple features which we'll see later in this video. If you want to see how to download it, you can check out all of these installation steps based on your distro. So currently I have CachyOS, which is Arch based, so I can simply download it from or as well, or simply I can just open a particular terminal, and also I can just do this sudo pacman-s small s to search whether it is available on our system, and Winboard. Type in your password, and here you can see that we have a particular CachyOS supported Winboard application which we can simply install. So type in this command again and just remove this small s to install it. So enter, type in yes, and boom, it is installed. Very easy. This is very easy. You can just run it up in a few steps. So let's start our Winboard app. So here we go. Very simple. Welcome to Winboard. Winboard is a fully fledged app. Okay, let's just license agreement. I agree. And also you can see whether the prerequisites for your system is enabled or not. So all of these should be enabled. Virtualization should be enabled, Docker should be installed, and Docker Compose should be enabled. There are multiple different settings mostly related to the Docker, and if those are not enabled on your system, you can just go through these links and configure it yourself. So on my system it was already configured. In most of the cases I use Docker, and also I have enabled the KVM as well, so no need to do anything on my system. Okay, so just skip ahead and install location. So I'll just keep into my Winboard on my home system directory. Click next, configure Windows. So I'm not a huge fan of Windows 11 Pro, so I'll just select the edition for Windows 10 Pro. Language, I'll just keep it English. You can also provide your custom ISO if you want to, but if you don't, it will automatically download and install your Windows. So click next. User configuration, you can type in your user, type in the password you want to set for your username. Click next. And hardware configuration, how many cores do you want to provide. So I currently have 16 cores overall, so I'll just provide 8 cores out of it, as it is half of my system. And also if I select the RAM size, it is currently showing me warning because I have 16 GB of RAM, so I don't want to give it all, so I'll just provide 8 GB of RAM to it. And also select disk size, so let's just keep it 120 GB as per my system because I can provide more. Click next. Home folder sharing, enable home folder sharing, so I'll share my home folder with the container of Windows. Click next, and here's a configuration review. You can just click install and just wait for your system to boot. Okay, so it is starting the container, then it will install the Windows inside it. So we just need to wait a few minutes based on your internet, or maybe hours. So let's just wait some more time and we'll get back to it. So our Windows has been installed successfully. So let's just press finish, and you can see the container is running, and Winboard guest API is online for our Windows 10 Pro on our Docker machine container. Isn't it great? And currently you can see the 8 virtual cores that it is using, also the 8 GB RAM that I provided, out of which it is using around 2 GB, and disk space it has used around 12 GB. And if we click the apps here, we can see what app it has installed. Yeah, so here you can see there are multiple default apps that comes with the Windows machine. Those are available, and configuration. Here you can also change the RAM allocation or CPU cores that you had provided earlier, and any other settings like sharing the home folder you can enable, disable it. Auto start the container, if enabled, this will automatically be started when the system boots up, so I'll just keep it running for now. And also it is running on the RDP port, which is 47300. Oh, what is this? It is probably a bug. I think it is default, but on selecting it is saying 309. That is something that needs to be fixed. But anyways, moving ahead, there are multiple different settings. You can also go ahead and check it yourself. Okay, so let's go to the apps and let's just open the Windows desktop. Let's see how it's visible and how it is performing. So it is opening an RDP session, and here you are with Windows machine on Docker container, and which we are using on Linux. Isn't it great? You can just open here. It is pretty responsive. Also can just open different apps if you want. I currently no apps installed, but probably I'll try which I use, and I don't think the NVIDIA would be enabled by default. Let's just check device manager, and on the display adapters you can see that it has VirtIO GPU, DoD controller, and also Microsoft remote display adapter. So no NVIDIA GPU acceleration for your apps, but I think that is secondary, I think, for now. So that's it. We have Winboard running on CachyOS Linux system. In the next video, maybe I'll try and I'll push this setup further by running Photoshop or maybe Adobe Premiere with GPU acceleration on Linux using the Winboard. So if you don't want to miss that video, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll meet you in the next one. Good luck and donk.